Hey guys, welcome to episode 48 of Coffee Talk with Hazel. It is 48. I looked. And of course, I am Hazel, and I have coffee. You don't understand, bruh. I haven't had coffee in forever. Or at least, not since the last time that I made a video and had drunk the coffee for the video. But anyways, as always, I just want to say thank you to everybody who continues to check these out, and to everybody who continues to check out my website. It means a lot to me to see that even though I haven't vlogged in a while, that it's still at over 100 views. Like, I mean, I'm extremely grateful for the views I get on here as well, but considering I want to be a writer, the views on my website mean a lot. More so than these. There, I said it. I do really appreciate the people who check these out too. I know that I've been super slacking and that I haven't been keeping up with them like I once did. I have been busy, which is a very bad excuse because, you know, it's everybody's excuse. But, you know, in case you don't know, in less than a week, I am moving into my apartment. So I've been busy trying to get all of that taken care of, as well as dealing with my son and my daughter, of course, but more so my son. It's just been hectic as hell, and very seldom of you know very seldom of you know what really has been going on, and you guys, I appreciate so much, and you know, it means a lot to me that you're willing to listen to me, whether I'm bitching or whining or complaining or venting or talking about something happy or positive. The fact that, you know, you guys just listen to me at all means a lot. So it means a lot to me as well that I get views on these videos. You know, it's nice to know that people either like what I have to say or at least want to hear what I have to say. And even if you don't, even if you just troll these, the joke is actually on you, because, I mean, you're the one wasting your time, so, yeah. So, yes. So, big week coming up. It's really not that big, honestly, but it is. It's a very big, exciting week. Nerve-wracking even, but like in a good way. I'm still looking for free furniture, or if somebody's willing to hold on to furniture for a month to 2 months, but I don't see that happening. Please let me know. You can find me anywhere. My information's in the description box below. Excuse me. So anyways. So with all this new and exciting stuff going on, even as well as the not so good and exciting stuff, there's been one person in particular that I want to talk to, and I just want to tell everything to, because my entire life I have. And you know, I've mentioned her before, and you know, I'll mention her again. But my grandma, you know, she was my first best friend, and you know, she was there for me a lot. And
Mommy, I just give it to my little brother. Because he won't stay here.
say hi.
Hi.
So dramatic. But I wanted a little girl so badly. So anyways, so before I get into it about my grandma, I was told recently that anything that I do or post on the internet may or may not come back on me, and I do realize that. I do understand that, and you know, what I talk about, what I share, it all comes from me, and it's a part of who I am. And I don't have anything to hide, and if it comes back on me in the long run, so be it. You know, yes, I've shown my son on screen with the gashes on his head, but that wasn't caused from me. And if people want to assume that it was, by all means, because you know, it may not be professional, but you know, my mom watches YouTube videos, not mine, but you know, she watches these home lives of other people, and don't get me wrong, they're really good videos from the bits and pieces I've seen, but to me, it's like acted, you know, it's scripted, not acted, it's scripted, you know, like, I'm sorry, unless you're an actress and it's your job and you're in a movie, there's just no way that you can just smile that entire time. Like, it hurts my cheeks to smile for more than 30 seconds. You know, maybe that's just me. But, you know, and it's not to say that I don't appreciate life or that I'm not happy or any of that other bullshit that I'm sure a lot of people are going to say or will say or would say. You know, but it's just, to me, it's scripted. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, you know, you record yourself when you cry. You know, who does that? You don't understand. The videos where I'm crying, I've been crying for hours. And the only reason that I even record those as well as post them is because I know that there's other people out there who are struggling with similar things. You know, the loneliness, the being the black sheep of the family, the outcast, you know, the person who gets made fun of because of the way they look. Like, I went to go sign some more forms for my apartment today, and as I was walking, this car drove by, and this dude leaned out the window and shouted "fat ass," and you know, I hear people chuckling and shit, you know, but whereas at one point it used to bother me, you know, now I just use it as motivation, you know, and it's not that I'm not trying to lose weight, because I am, you know, not for anybody else, but for myself, you know. I'm happy with the way I look from here and up, like this whole rectangle, you know, and you know, I have people tell me, oh, you'd look so much prettier if you wore makeup. I wear makeup sometimes, but dude, I live in Arizona. The only way your makeup's gonna stay on is if you cake the fuck out of that shit onto your face. And that's just not who I am. You know, or if there's a special occasion, I'll throw on some makeup. But anyways. I don't know who all watches these. I don't know if anybody in my family does. You know, a few friends I know do. You know. But I hope that for whatever reason, if it were to happen, that it doesn't happen, that it doesn't come back on me. You know, but it's kind of part of being, like, in the public's eye. I want to be a writer, a published writer. I mean, I am a published writer now, but, you know, one day I want the book tours. And, you know, I want people to, you know, be excited when they meet me and stuff. And, wow, I'm totally going off subject here. You get my point. I do understand that what I say and do on here, on my website, during my streams, my tweets, my Facebook posts, I know. What I said in my book, I know. And yeah, it's scary, but, you know, it is what it is. And if it comes down to that, I'll be prepared. One way or another. So, back to my grandma. So, my grandma's always been my best friend. And 2 years ago now, she was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. And it hit me pretty hard. I can honestly say it hit me the hardest out of everybody in my family. And I can say that. Because like I said, me and my grandma, we had a relationship that nobody would ever understand. Especially my family. No offense. What kind of offense? And, you know, for as long as I can remember, every week we would have a shopping day. Now, most girls or even most kids would be more excited about the shopping. Me, I was more excited about the fact that I was getting to be with my grandma. You know? My grandma understood me and never judged me, never made fun of me. She made fun of me one time. You know, I was just getting into high school, and we were at the store, and I just started high school, and we were at the store, and you know, she was buying me new school clothes and stuff, and, you know, she asked if I needed underwear. And being a girl in high school, you know, back then anyway, you know, thongs were really popular. And so I got some. And my grandma was like, "What the hell is that?" I was like, "It's underwear, Grandma." And she's like, "It looks more like butt floss." And it was the first time I had seen her laugh so hard. You know, at that time, in the 11 years, and out of all the times I spent with her, I'd never seen her laugh that hard. And I didn't take it as her making fun of me. You know, and then she eventually told me when I graduated high school that she was glad that I was trying to be like other girls instead of trying to be like other boys. And still to this day, I won't go there. But anyways, my grandma has been my everything. Aside from my kids, of course. And when I found out that she had been diagnosed with Alzheimer's, I began doing my research. And I knew it was only a matter of time, and I knew that there was a possibility that she would not remember who I was. And instead of facing the problem head on and handling it like an adult, like I should have, considering I was 25, I ran away because I felt I just couldn't handle it. And the last time I had seen her, she had looked so beautiful and so perfect. And we were sitting in the kitchen coloring, and the way that the sun had hit her, I knew that that was how I wanted to remember her. And it always will be. My grandma wasn't one to fuck with. And I really regret not trying harder and not being there more. And I just found out today that my ass of a grandfather caught his way, and he's moving her to Florida. And apparently everybody in my family has known this for months. And apparently they're leaving over the weekend. My sister said that my grandma's actually happy about it, which for 10 years my grandma has said how much she would never move back to Florida, no matter what. But my sister said that she's actually happy about it. Because nobody loves her. And nobody came around, and that nobody comes around. I'm not going to say it's too late, because it's never, ever too late. I shouldn't say that. There are times. I feel like there's this really huge piece of me that I'm never going to be able to get back. And the only reason I even found out that they were moving was because I told my mom that after I took my son to school tomorrow, I was gonna go over and see her. And my mom said, "You can't. They're not gonna be there." I said, "What do you mean I can't? What do you mean?" And that's when she told me. So, even after 27 years, my family's still spread out, still fucked up. Nobody talks to anybody. And all I hope is that my grandma is really, truly happy with where she's going. In a way, I'm a little relieved because they'll be living with family, allegedly. But I'm gonna miss her more so than I already do. And if something were to happen, I wouldn't even get to know. So, whether it's a family member or the best friend you've had since kindergarten, or high school, or whatever, your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your soulmate, spend as much time with them as you can. Because whether it's a move out of state or death, you never know when you're gonna have to say goodbye, or whether or not you'll get that chance. So cherish each other, love each other, be there for one another. You may think that you don't need them, but they might need you. And I don't want you to be like me and regret not being there for the one person who needed me most, aside from my kids. That's all I have for you guys today. If you haven't done so already, subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, whatever, whichever. I will catch you guys on the flip side.